We now have had 20 named storms so far this Atlantic hurricane season. Only one more left in the alphabet, the W storm, Wilfred, and then we'll be into the Greek alphabet, and it appears like it's a sure bet we are going to get there. The wind picking up here along the coast, as you can see, some gusty winds now. There's been some rain at times too. Storm surge is beginning to build too. There's already been some flooding in Dauphin Island. There's been some flooding in Mississippi as well. The storm is not that far away. It's kind of hard to believe, being this close, that we're not talking about it making landfall until about late tomorrow night or early Wednesday morning. But that's the case because it's moving so slowly west-northwest at 6 miles per hour. It looks to me like it might even be slowing up a bit more than that. Peak winds 100 miles per hour. Some strengthening is likely from this point on, though it is getting kind of close to the coast, so we're not sure how much more strengthening there'll be. But a minor adjustment in the track means the hurricane warning had to be extended eastward to cover all the Alabama coast and as well eastward into the Florida Panhandle as far east as Navarre Beach. So that's quite a change from the way it was earlier today. One of the issues down along the coast will be the storm surge. It's going to be significant. Mobile Bay, for example, 4 to 7 feet. You add that on top of the fact you're going to get many inches of rain. That will mean downtown Mobile most likely will be flooded from this storm. There's the track to the northwest, then it turns northward, then northeastward. If this track verifies exactly, the heaviest rain would stay south of the I-20 corridor. That's a real possibility here, but it could be excessive down here, maybe 10 inches, maybe 15 inches in places, and certainly that will be the case around Mobile Bay, where 20 inches is even possible. Here's some of the amounts, forecasted amounts. Dauphin Island 13.69, Gulf Shores almost 15 inches. Not much behind that. Mobile itself does drop off to the west, 5.76 inches in Biloxi, and between 2 and 3 inches Tuscaloosa and Birmingham. Right on the edge here. It's going to be a very sharp cutoff, so there's no way the forecast is going to be exactly right. This would suggest Marion County gets next to nothing, whereas areas in Shelby County get several inches, maybe a half foot, and maybe as much as a foot of rain just southwest of there. So it's going to be a close call. We'll have to watch very carefully. Look how slow this thing moves. That's already Wednesday afternoon into Wednesday night. Finally, Thursday evening getting up here just north of the Florida Panhandle. That would suggest some of the heaviest rain in Birmingham won't come until we get to Thursday. We'll see. This is the slowest model we have. Some of them aren't quite this slow. At the current time, some rain is falling within the viewing area, but it's not associated with the hurricane. Some showers in Winston County, Coleman County, Lamar County, and also to the east in Calhoun County. They're basically circulating around the storm, moving from northeast to southwest, and that trend will continue. I expect most of these to go away probably during the evening hours. In the meantime, few downpours across the north, as you can see. Every once in a while, one shows up around Jefferson County too. These will die off tonight. Most of tomorrow morning rain-free. A few showers tomorrow afternoon, but the significant rains from the storm don't really start here until at least Wednesday. It's going to be a long week. We'll be talking about Sally all week long. 7-day forecast looking like this. For tomorrow, few showers, 84 the high temperature. Impact weather Wednesday and Thursday. That's when the storm gets closer to us. Rain will develop Wednesday, could become heavy at times, lasting into Thursday. Still a chance of some rain on Friday. Then the weekend, a breath of fresh air. Drier air comes in, more comfortable conditions, highs in the low 80s, lows in the lower 60s, and it will just play and feel a whole lot better outside.